दाइको टेबल हो यो यहाँ बस्नुहुन्छ एकछिन
Thank you, everyone. And just so you know, that was the national anthem of Nepal. Thank you so much. I'd like to recognize our former state Senate candidate and community leader, Al Dale, who's here with us. Wherever you are, can you please stand up? There you are.
Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum, namaste. It is always a pleasure to be here with so many South Asians. I am from Guyana, and my heritage is also from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, wherever it may be. I am from Guyana, but I want to let you know is that our time has also been long overdue for political representation. I don't want to share a little history that I have. In 2005, I almost won a state Senate seat, but I lost by 1%, half a percentage point in the vote. And then I ran against a Republican, but I never got the support of the Community organization, and that's a shame. We could have been a state senator of Indian origin, Asian American origin, South Asian since 2005. The next 2 years also, then I put somebody else who was not from our community inside here. So you've got to understand is that you've got to make your voices heard. You've got to take a seat at the table of government by any which means, and that is not an easy task because they can always try to shut you out. And I want to tell all of you, whenever you run for office, make sure you take it to the finish line. Nobody is going to give it to you. No organization is going to put you there. You've got to put yourself there, and you've got to beat the odds. You've got to organize. You've got to not run against each other in politics. You've got to support one candidate. There are several districts. Don't run against each other. And get all those folks who are labor-oriented behind you to get involved in your race. Also, the last thing I want to tell you is that there is the redistricting and the census that is coming up. Make sure everyone is counted, because that is how you get resources. That's how you achieve political power. That's how you achieve upliftment. That's how you achieve recognition. That's how people look up to you, and you're not always looking in from the outside. We need, and it's long overdue, there's several districts all across Supremes and New York City. There are many wonderful people like Jennifer Rajkumar, and I see Suraj Patel coming up. I see Joy Chowdhury also running. These people, give them your support. Give them your heart. Give them, it takes a lot of money, courage, and sacrifice to run. I've been there, I will tell you, and there's a lot of discrimination. People are going to discourage you. People are going to cut the ground from under your feet. All because you're a person of color and a minority or an immigrant. That must stop. America is for all of us. And let it be said, I've been there so I can speak. We've got to stop this nonsense of shutting out immigrants and people like us from the political process, from government, and from the table of power. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters, and God bless you all, and keep the fight going to the finish line. Thank you.
Thank you, Al, for your passion and your words. So important. Suraj Patel is in the house. Hello? Suraj, please come up and say a few words. Suraj is another one of our candidates running for office this cycle.
Hey, I just want to say thank you very much, first off, to this organization and how much support you are now creating and letting each other. Biggest congratulations to Joy, who has been the heart and soul of this when he said, hey, we'd like to be on the board for South Asians registered and voting last year. I was like, yes, absolutely, because this year, the drought of South Asian representation in the State Council and State Senate Congress should and will be over. So anyway, I want to say congratulations. Register to vote. In my own race, if you are in Astoria or on that city, please make sure you come find me right now. And good luck. Thanks.
Thank you, Suraj. One of the brightest in our community. Harvard Law School grad, right? Okay, NYU Law School, top 5 law school. One of our bright lights. Suraj Patel. You heard it again and again. We need more South Asian in representation. Our time has come. I would like to call up Sabha convener from Mari Adhikari, a convener of the Nepali community, and he may like to bring up other Nepali leaders.
Hello everyone, distinguished guests, chairperson, president of Sabha, advisors of this event, coordinators, co-conveners, media representatives, and dear all friends. It's my pleasure to welcome everyone to this historical event, South Asian American Convention 2019. Thank you to every one of you for being here with us today. We are truly pleased to welcome you to the historical event. It's an honor to be here with you guys today. An event in which we are organizing our South Asian Americans to continue to stand with our fellow Americans to further contribute and strengthen our city, state and country. We want to grow our relationship with the many elected officials who are friends of South Asian American community. South Asian Americans have been in this country as early as the 1700s and contributed heavily to this nation and are one of the most patriotic immigrant groups today. They are our police officers, our veterans, our technologists, our entrepreneurs, our political activists, and most importantly, our neighbors and fellow Americans. The Federal Democratic Republic of Nepal is a landlocked country in South Asia. Nepal is a country of snowy peaks and home to the most permanent Himalayas and one of the highest mountains in the world, Mount Everest. It is known for its temples and sceneries, instilling climbs in devotees, residents, as well as tourists who came from around the globe. We feel so proud to say we are from birthplace of Buddha. The Nepali language is the mother language of Nepal due to the various languages and ethnics. More than 100 languages are spoken in Nepal. Nepalese are also in the old by name of Bir Gorkhali. Nepal is the fifth among the top 10 countries to visit in the world and number of the best valued destinations in the world. Why don't we be? Nepal To familiarize Nepal with the beautiful tourist country to the world, the Nepal government has announced its visit year 2020 with slogan of purpose, Nepal and Happy Nepali. Government of Nepal requests to all visit Nepal 2020 with family. If not, at least visit yourself and promote the tourism of Nepal. The number of Nepalese in the US is increasing daily. It is estimated that are about 600,000 Nepalese across the nation. 60,000 while in the New York alone. There are many 100,000 Nepalese population. Most of them are living in Queens, New York. We are in the United States because of our own choice. We are on a journey today by our fury and compulsion. Many of our rights and issues have been presented to the government. It means we are our representative today, but now citizens of the US who came to US from the South Asian regions have to reach the level of their representative government. Until today, we have been supported by elected officials, but now the time to choose representative from our own community. Let's start by winning our friend Joy Chaudhary, who is in the election phase to reach the level of government operation and lawmaking. After that, gradually select representative from Nepali, Bhutanese, Bengali, Pakistani and other communities. We have been gathering to organize people who came to the US from South Asia. Today, this organization is going a lot, exemplary work. Thank you all for your valuable time. We always have to remember that our number does not make us stronger. It makes us stronger when we come together united. For this, I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to on behalf of Nepalese community for the immense support provided by the advisors, co-conveners, coordinators, media representatives, and different organizations. Thank you. Jai Nepal. And please, I didn't mention the name. We have many advisors, coordinators, co-conveners. Please come to the stage. So we have co-convener Begum Pandit, please come to the stage. Is the convening team of Nepal of this event. Begum Pandit, co-convener Chandra Jishi, co-convener Bhakta Guru. Please come to the stage. And our advisors of this event, Ved Prasad Patel, Sanjay Thapa, Rajkumar Pishkar, Vishnu Ranamagar, Yadav Baswala, Hindukam Bhatrai, Mingmar Sherpa, Pramod Sitola, Nomazal Guru, Gopi Dhungana. Please come to the stage. And we have coordinators. The Secretary of Non-Resident Nepali Association New York Chapter, my dear friend, Rupantaran, please come to the stage. He is one of our coordinators of this event. Anjandu Sherpa, Arjun Kesi, Bob Mahathir Kuwati, Ananta Sudeki, Rajan Gopi, please come to the stage. And we have media advisor, Anjali Sherpa, who is one of our prominent journalists from the Nepali community. So we have advisor, William Sherpa, please come to the stage live. So we have media coordinator Anil Adhikari, Outdoor Retail, Bhatri Moto.
A big round of applause for the Nepali leaders and community. I would like to honor, Saba would now like to honor 3 Nepali organizations. The Non-Resident Nepali Association, the National Coordination Council of USA, New York Chapter, can the entire Nepalese team come to the stage for the photo? And everyone in the organizations I mentioned, please come to the stage for your honoring.
Sorry, I missed the name. One of our advisors, Hara Dendi Sherpa, please come to the stage. And please, Rajesh Bhatta, please come to the stage, please. Coordinator, Pradeep Kumar Khatri. We have another coordinator, Purushottam Panti. Please, if you are here, come to the stage. Thank you.
you, thank you. Big round of applause for the Nepalese leaders. Sherpa Association in America. Representatives, please come up. And the United Sherpa Association. We would like to honor you as well. Sherpa Association of America and United Sherpa Association. United Sherpa Association representative, please come to accept your honor, your plaque.
Urgen Sherpa Dai, are you here?
Excuse me. Look here, please. Look here. Tapos namin.
Thank you very much and congratulations. We have a full house today, so many leaders. Everybody knows South Asians are the new power. Thank you everybody for coming. We have today also one of our leaders who needs no introduction, Harpreet Singh. Harpreet Singh Tour, would you like to say a few words, please?
Good evening, Namaskar, Shalom, Adab. My name is Harpreet Singh Tour. First, let me thank the organizers who put this event together. I know we have important things to discuss among ourselves, that's why we are talking on the tables. But what is being done here today is incredible, and if we miss the bus now, we will be waiting for a long time. And we need to understand that. When I ran in 2010 for City Council, it was a special race. And believe it or not, I was the first South Asian with turban who ran in a general election, not in a primary. And the reason was because we wanted to show that we are here on the table, not as a menu, but to discuss what is needed for our own community and what we need. Today, where we are standing today, we have to work beyond that. At that time, it was more like, okay, we are South Asians, we are here. Today, we have to figure out how to put the pieces together, so that we can have what Rajkumar was talking about, Jennifer, so that also we can blunt when Trump says ban the Muslims. We cannot do that by just chit-chatting and sitting on the table. To do that, we have to participate in the census, register to vote, And don't tell me that you registered to vote as an independent, because that doesn't make any difference. Whether you register or you don't register, if you are independent, you better don't register than registering as an independent. Because the election is already decided. And you are again on the menu because you refuse to register properly. After the 2020 census, the redistricting will take place, and if we do not participate properly in census, if we do not participate in redistricting, then forget about any conventions. We will not achieve what we need to achieve, and this is why we are here today, so that we can discuss. And once again, I really appreciate what is being done here today, because this is a beginning, but beginning with an aim that what we want to achieve and where we want to be. And let's not forget, New York City is the core and center of the world. Let us shake the world, let us shake the New York City by putting few people in the city council in the 2021 election, so that the people, they would know that, okay, what they are talking about. And last but not the least, I have started even working on a charter school, and I'm really proud to mention here that Jennifer is part of that effort. I don't know whether we will succeed or not, but there is one thing which I know that we will succeed, and that discussion is already taking place in certain places where we wanted them to discuss. And we will achieve that, and we are going to make a difference in this community, in the neighborhood where we are living. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Harpreet Singh Tour, another one of our path breakers and pioneers who's paved the way for us. I don't know how he finds all the time to do everything that he does. Thank you. We have a council member here today. We had council member Jimmy Van Bramer here today earlier. It's so nice that everyone is coming out to talk to the South Asian community, because we are indeed a powerful force. Councilmember Barry Budenchik is also here with us today. I'd like to invite him to the stage to say a few words. Councilmember Barry Budenchik.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. Good morning. I know you've been here for a long time today, and it's Sunday night. I'm glad to see my friend Costa. Costa, are we in your district? No. We got to cross to the other side of the bridge? Okay. I represent the area in Eastern Queens, which is heavily South Asian, and I'm very happy to be here tonight just to extend my greetings to you. There's so many familiar faces in this audience, and my prime goal as the city councilman, I work with my colleagues very closely, but it's all about education for me. And I know that in Eastern Queens we have some of the very best schools, not only in the city of New York, but in the state of New York, and I'm willing to match my schools up against anybody, anywhere. I want to congratulate the organizers, your hostess this evening, and all of you for coming out and for demanding your rights and for being involved. It's so important in this day and age that people become involved, that they're registered to vote, and they go out and actually vote. So we got a big election next year, but we got like a preview this fall. So you go out and test your ballot this November, and then we're going to have a real hoedown next year. I'm not going to get too political here. That's about all I'm going to say about that. But I want to thank you for having me, and I look forward to hearing, I assume your next speaker is my colleague Costa. Costa, get ready. You're next. Thank you all. God bless.
Thank you very much, Council Member. Thank you for being everywhere. Thank you for all you do. I'd like to also call up another elected official. Look around, packed room. Our community is ready to take a seat at the table. I would like to invite up District 22 City Council Member, Costa Constantinides.
Good evening, everyone. It is always great to be here with all of my friends from the South Asian community. My name is Costa Constantinidis. I am a city council member representing Astoria, Jackson Heights, East Elmhurst, a little bit of Long Island City, and Woodside. And I'm so glad to be here at the South Asian Convention. I want to thank all of our conveners this evening. Thank you for all the work that you do. I want to give a big shout out to someone who works in my office, and I see how hard he's always working, because whether it's serving our country in the armed services or serving our district in my office, I know that Joy Chowdhury is always working very hard, so thank you, brother, for putting this together this evening. And to all the conveners, all of you who work so very hard. We are in a crisis mode right now. We all know that. We all know right now the federal government, under this president, seeks to divide us, seeks to attack our Muslim brothers and sisters, wants to undermine the American dream that we know for all of us. Well, here in New York City, we say to that president, no, you will not do that. You will not discriminate against the Muslim community. We stand arm in arm with our Muslim brothers and sisters. So whether it's fighting, holding rallies in Astoria, whether it's funding more programs for immigration and outreach, as we've done in my office, you can come to my office every Wednesday if you need immigration services. We need to do more. But it's also about what's coming up. Yes, my good colleague Barry Grodenchik, who's a great friend and colleague, he talked about what's coming up next. Well, next year the census is coming, and we need to make sure that we're counted. My district, 10 years ago, they said that we lost 11,000 people. 11,000 people in Astoria. Have you been there lately? Astoria hasn't lost 11,000 people. But our immigrant communities were undercounted. And for that reason, we lost 2 congressional members in the state of New York. We lost funding for schools and hospitals. We need to do more to make sure we're counted, and the South Asian community is counted in this next year's census. Because we need to make sure that we're building lines. We're not losing congressional districts, but we're gaining them. We're not losing funding, but we're gaining it. We need to do more to stand with our immigrant communities to make sure we're all counted. Now, I am running for Queensborough president next year, because we need to make sure... Thank you. But we need to do more. We need to make our government more fair. That's why this year in the City Council, we again re-upped the pilot program for halal food in our schools. Because I know that I drop off my son at 8 a.m. and I pick him up at 5:45. Imagine going 10 hours without a meal. Going 10 hours where the children have to choose between getting a healthy meal and having their religious observance. It makes no sense. And by the way, last year's pilot program, they started it during Ramadan. And then wondered why none of the children were eating. We need to make sure that this year's pilot program is done right. We need to make sure that we do it, that all of our kids, inshallah, have every school. Because our Muslim brothers and sisters deserve to have that every day in our school programming. Lastly, I'll say it this. I introduced a bill 2 months ago that would have the city study parking regulations around our mosques, around all of our religious institutions. Because I know today, when I went to church, I didn't have to pay for a meter, I didn't have to pay for all the side of the street parking, I didn't have to worry about getting a ticket on my windshield. But I know, whether it's Diwali, whether it's Jummah prayer on Friday, we know that if you're in there, if you're in temple, if you're in synagogue, you're in mosque a little too long, you come out and you get a ticket. So that's why my bill will instruct the city of New York to do a pilot, look at our streets, do things that make sense, because there should be equity in government for everyone. So again, I want to thank you all for being here today. Thank you for all your hard work to make Queens the amazing place that it is every single day. We are the world's borough, 190 languages, and our South Asian community is what makes this borough great. Thank you all for having me this evening. Have a great night.
So thank you, Councilmember Costa. We would like to honor you for all of your hard work. Thank you very much. You may present Councilmember Costa with his plaque.
Hello, testing.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. I would like to stage Shah Nawaz to say a few words. Shah Nawaz, please come to the stage.
Hello, testing. Ready? 1, 2.
Mr. Nawaz will say a few words and introduce our second honoree of the night. Okay. We have extraordinary leaders in the house tonight. One of them that we would like to honor is Richard LaSalle. Richard LaSalle, please join us on the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor to be the charter director of this organization, Saba. Our main intention was to register the voters. Basically, the main intention was to register the voters, and we have a plan to make the 20,000 voters meantime. And today's gathering proved that we can do it. So thank you very much to come here. So I am going to present the plaque to gentleman Richard Lal Saleh. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, members of the press, madam, thank you. I appreciate the award. They're taking photographs, hang on a second, let me smile. Alright, so I get invited to events like these, and I've been doing it for about 30 years, because I'm an immigration attorney, and I have given thousands of people their green cards. The reason it becomes important to me is because after they get their green cards, they become citizens. After they become citizens, they start to vote. And over the last 30 years, what I've seen is that not only the South Asian community, but minority communities in general, we are now more powerful than we have ever been in the 3 decades that I've been in Queens. In 1992, when I started doing this, it was interesting. There weren't that many who were represented with the token who were not powerful. My friend Ishan always says to me, Richard, please remind people that you are Hispanic. Yes, I know I don't look it, but Spanish is my first language. My English is my second language, though nowadays I don't sound like it. Okay. So I stand before you as a proud Hispanic American and a fellow minority. I am in Congressional District 14, which is 50% Hispanic, 16% Asian, South Asian. In fact, the district is 82% minority in general. As a result, over the last 10 years, we now have, in District 14, more minorities in office than I have ever seen, from Congress all the way down to the City Hall. So at this point, I would have to say that it is because of events like this. It is because of the people who started this organization to get people to vote. It is because of you. It is because of our immigration that allows us to be in this position. Thank you very much. And good night.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Our next honoree is a woman we all know really needs no introduction. We all love and admire Alia Latif, the Director for Strategic Partnerships for New York City Comptroller Scott Stringer.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Joy, Abida, Aksher, all those who put this event together. I just want to start off by saying an organization like this one is because we're building infrastructure in our communities. And when you build the necessary infrastructure, the next question becomes how do we move collectively with purpose? So I want to shout out all those folks who have put this event together and all those who are going to move the community together with purpose. And thank you again so much for this award.
Congratulations. lost and found. We have a missing phone. Anyone who sees a phone that's not yours, please bring it to me. Thank you. Missing phone. Our next honoree is Pervez Siddiqui. Pervez Siddiqui, the chairman of the APNA Brooklyn Community Center. We have a representative to receive the award on Mr. Siddiqui's Congratulations. Our final honoree of the night is the Affordable Senior Care of New York. Affordable Senior Care Center of New York.
मेन स्ट्रिममा
Hello, my name is I am the president of Affordable Senior Care of New York. We are a licensed home care agency, licensed by the Department of Health. Our agency not only just called Affordable Senior Care, but also called the United Nations of Home Care Agencies, because our agency has a multiple different communities, volunteers, people from different countries, and that's what makes our agency quite successful and also well attractive. We have an office in Brooklyn as well. We have an office in Jackson Heights, and we are opening an office in the Bronx. We are providing over 1,000 employees jobs by hiring new employees. I see today different countries, different communities participating tonight. I would love to invite you to collaborate with us, have a meeting, a session where we can create a working meeting that we can work for your communities, and we can also provide services for your communities. Affordable Senior Care of New York is providing not only a home care services, where we send a Medicare certified aid, but we also have what's called a CPAP program where you basically can provide services for your friends, for your family member, and you don't really need a master's for that. Also, flyer and all the information you can find on your table. If anybody here would like to collaborate with us, working with us, and we can create services into your communities, please see at the front desk we have Monica Ray, our Vice President of Intake, and you can have all the information, either leave it with us, or we can create a meeting for tomorrow or anytime it's convenient for you. We also happen to be the grand sponsor tonight. I know everybody's very busy tonight. I love to see that. And again, looking forward to working for the other communities that might be interested to collaborate with us in the home care services. Thank you.
Thank you very much and congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the South Asian Convention, and we are the grand sponsor today. Affordable Senior Care of New York. Affordable Senior Care of New York. Last 10 years, giving the service, the home care service is the best one, and we give the 19.9% per hour.